Hi, Lindsay. Thanks for
Hi,
joining me today.
that's a pleasure.
So I'm Dr. Roxi from Fountain of Youth Salisbury, and I've got Lindsay West joining me today. And she is from House of Colour Salisbury. She is a personal stylist and image consultant, and who passionately believes in empowering women to be the very best versions of themselves that they can be. I love that concept, and I think I'm all for empowering women to be the best that they can be. What are your tips for lockdown?
My tips, well, first thing I think is just to really look after yourself. So I've been working out every day, which I don't normally have time to do. I've started a whole new diet, which making me feel great. But it's a great opportunity as well to get in that wardrobe and have a good old clear out. Um, Put everything on your bed and then sort it into piles. So I have a keep pile. So if you absolutely love it and it fits, keep it. If it doesn't fit, then put it somewhere else. Don't have it sitting in your wardrobe looking at you every day, because that gives you a really negative message that you don't need at the moment. And then if you've got something that perhaps you don't love, but you don't quite know how you love it, somebody else might love it. So put that in a recycle pile. And that's just a really good way to have a sort out. And the other thing you can do is get into those makeup bags, give all your brushes a wash, sharpen all your pencils up, and have a clear out. So any of those half bottles of foundation or end of lipsticks that you have hanging around, get rid of them and give your makeup bag a wash as well. And I guarantee you'll feel better. You'll feel great.
Great, those are some really interesting tips. I never would have thought to clean out the makeup bag, but also I think I'm quite nostalgic. So don't ask me why I've been hanging on to foundation that I actually don't use anymore. And so yeah, that's a good tip. I think I should go through my makeup and just throw it all away. I don't use any of that stuff anymore. Good tip. So, what is it that you actually do as a personal stylist and image consultant?
So my core offer is three things really. So we have style, which at the moment we have to do virtually, and then colour analysis and makeup. So if I sort of talk through those three things and explain a little bit about what they are. So the style class is a whole day class, but we can split it into different parts. So you can have three lots of 2 hours. We look at your body geometry, so your body shape, your face shape, and I find out a huge amount about you, your personality, and how you react to things. Because by the end of the day, or the end of the 3 sessions, what I want is for you to dress on the outside to show who you are on the inside. And that's where this empowerment comes. When you feel really confident in what you're wearing, because you know it represents you, you will just be brimming with confidence. So that's really the crux of the style class. Color analysis is the second part. So we will look at your skin tone. You need to come with no makeup. So this has to happen in my studio. And no, sadly, it's just something we can't do on screen because screens alter. They make you slightly bluish, and it would be very unfair to charge clients at the moment. So I have 144 precision dyed drapes, and what I'm looking for is what those drapes do to your skin tone as I put them on. And it's the fat cells underneath your skin that have a colour. So they're either yellow based or blue based cells. And it's just absolutely miraculous when you put the different combinations on. You can see sometimes they'll really age you, the colours, and Other ones will make you really look fresh and alive. They'll even colour your lips, even though you haven't got any lipstick on. They make your eyes pop. So it's an amazing class to do. And again, it will save you so much money because you will only buy clothes in the colours that really suit you and make you look extremely well. So the third part is makeup, and that combines all of it together. So we will find a look that suits your clothing personality and your colour palette. And so each of the seasons has its own colour palette of lipsticks and blushes, eyeshadows, and we can do as much or as little as you like. Some people are quite reluctant makeup wearers, so I will just put a little bit on to show them how much better and more, what's the word? How to just, by wearing a little bit of makeup, can give them authority, particularly in the workplace. Other people love makeup and want a much more, dressed up look. They want to look glamorous, so we might do a sort of daytime look and then a going out look as well. Yeah, so on top of that, I can do wardrobe reviews, I can create Pinterest boards for your style, I can take you on shopping trips. Can't do that at the moment, but hopefully, when lockdown's all over, that would be a joy to take somebody on a shopping trip. And we regularly have events as consultants. So I've got a regional team. We put on events and then have people come who sell shoes. We've got an expert bra fitter who comes, a lady who creates her own jewellery but really understands the seasons and can find something to suit your clothing personality but in your correct colours as well. She also men's jewellery. So I have access to all sorts of people to help you create this look that's going to give you huge confidence and empowerment.
Sounds wonderful. I think I'm there. As soon as the door's open, I think it's just fine.
Brilliant, you'll be first in.
Yeah. I think I know more or less what colours suit me, but I think it will be good to sort of make sure that I don't do the ones that don't suit me, that I think suit, I'm not quite sure about. So I tend to go for sort of oranges, pinkies, and often get complimented about that it looks, I look good in that colour. So I think that's what's reaffirmed for me, the colours that work well for me. But there's definitely been some garments that I've bought in the past where I'm like, after the fact, oh, maybe this wasn't the greatest. I don't feel that great in it. So yeah, it will be good to just kind of set that in stone, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
So now with not being able to get to the shops, I don't really follow much on social media or news-wise or magazines. I don't really buy any. So my only input from sort of what's trending is when I go to the shops. And maybe there's a few people out there that are like me. Do you know what's kind of coming for summer for us? What's trending?
Yes, there are 5 key trends, which are spring-summer 2020. I'm actually doing a webinar next Monday all about this, and this is something we do seasonally. So I will go through a PowerPoint with examples of each of these key seasons. So we've got minimalist futurist, which is very sleek, long lines, blocks of colour, lots of neutrals. That's one of them. There's a utility fan, which is lots of buttons and pockets. That one doesn't suit me at all. There's Neo-Victoriana, which has the lace and it has that sort of heritage look about it. And one called Paradise Island, which is lots of big patterns and prints, maxi dresses, real sort of fresh summery look. So if you can wear big patterns, that's going to be the one for you. Most people can wear a combination of 2 or 3 of the styles though.
Okay, sounds good. I think I'll join you for that webinar.
Brilliant.
Okay. And then because people are probably going to be strapped for cash, especially if work for them has been affected by this whole lockdown. If they're strapped for cash, what would you recommend that they do to either spruce up their wardrobe or still kind of fit into summer? Or, yeah, what would be your tips for that?
I think one of the things that is causing a lot of stress is hair at the moment. So, you know, people's roots are growing out. So I would recommend a sort of semi-permanent dye if that's causing you, you know, a problem. People are sort of disappearing now from social media. If you can trim your fringe, just do it a tiny bit, but regularly, maybe fortnightly, until the hairdressers are open. And maybe just use more styling products than you're used to. So put that mousse on, put that gel on, and take a little bit more time to blow dry your hair. So you're fine with your lovely long hair, but you know, people with shortcuts, they're starting to really struggle, some of them. One of the trends is hairbands that's in. So, you know, get yourself a hairband or make yourself a hairband and wear that and see how that suits you. But I think once you've gone into that wardrobe and had a really good clear out, you will have slimmed down what you've got in there. And this is great opportunity if you're not going to work or not going out, just to try some different colour combinations. Put a cardigan with a top that you've never tried before. Be a little bit outrageous, because who's going to know? But if you suddenly think, wow, I could wear those 2 colours together. The other thing I can do is come into your wardrobe. If you're happy to go on a Zoom call with me, I can do a wardrobe review with you, and we can create a capsule wardrobe with exactly what you've got. So it would just be my time, you know, half an hour of my time, and I can help you do that.
Oh, wow.
So that helps a little bit.
Yeah, I think that will. I think we're always very tempted to go off and buy new clothes, but sometimes what's actually in the cupboard is sufficient.
Yeah, I've been amazed at all the toiletries and things that I've used up in this period, rather than just buying, you know, refreshing my normal thing. I've been able to use up things that have been sitting around for years, and so that's been a good way of saving money by going through the bathroom cabinet as well, and using up those ends of hand cream and body lotions and all of those things.
Yeah, that is a good idea. The last thing is, where can people find you? Where can they find information about the webinars or about consultations? Where can they look out for those things?
So if they just Google House of Colour Salisbury, they will find me. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, so at House of Colour Salisbury for Instagram. I'm also on LinkedIn, but just really that's all you need, and you will find me on Google.
Great. And then to watch out for everything that you're posting.
Yes, yeah. I mean, the events are on there, classes are on there. So on my bio, you'll find a link to my website as well.
Great. This has been very helpful, and I look forward to working with you in the future. And thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, it's been great. Thank you very much for inviting me. It's been lovely. Thanks, Roxy.
See you soon.